Going live, and we're live. Hello, friends. So you're going to have to deal with a little bit of shadow on my face because my light bulb just burned out on my lamp. I used to have two lamps. One of them burned out, and I just was doing one lamp on my desk. So I have room light and sunlight. So I'm going to look a little glowy and shadowy today. Hello, friends. I asked you in the chat box how your classes went today. Can you hear me okay? Let me know. So my classes went well. Oh, good. You can hear me. Okay. So we have 5 people watching, 3 thumbs up already. Thank you so much, guys. Heather Sandlin is here. Good morning. Tell me how many classes you taught. Marianne had a light morning for her. She taught 8 classes and she didn't want to get a trial. So she went ahead and closed because she didn't get that much sleep. And Kelly taught 4 classes. I taught 4 classes. The same thing happened to me as yesterday, almost. Yesterday, I was praying for a 4th booking. I only had 3 bookings. I try to teach 4 to 6 classes every day, but you get what you get and you don't throw a fit, right? So that's an expression we use with toddlers and in preschool. Yesterday I just had 3 classes, and then I got a short notice trial student no-show, and I was so thankful just for the extra money, right? Right now in my life, every buck counts. So every dollar, that's a big help. So Esther wants me to tell you that she climbed onto the top bunk in the bunk bed in the room that, let's say it's kind of a storage room right now. So my nesting, my getting ready for this pregnancy is going to be turning that room into a bedroom for my girls and turning my girls' bedroom into a bedroom for the 2 boys. So we're going to be disassembling the toddler bed for Joshua and having him sleep on the bottom bunk and assembling the crib and putting it where his toddler bed is. And the girls are going to have a playroom, half bedroom upstairs where my office is. And I'm going to put a lock on my office door. So those are some of my to-dos sometime between now and when Caleb turns like 6 months and he's ready to transition into a toddler bed, which maybe really whenever your baby starts turning over. So that could be 3-4 months. What, my love? Okay, you found a yellow bunny on the top bunk. So whenever he's ready to transition from the bassinet to the crib, I have to have that crib ready. So I'm sort of like turning storage room into a bedroom playroom and turning a girl's bedroom into a boy's bedroom. So kind of transitioning some of the house, right? So yeah, Esther's trying out the new bunk bed upstairs. So this is a bigger room upstairs. So that's why it's going to be half playroom. In our living room has been kind of a playroom. And we're tired of picking up the same toys every day. So we're going to have the playroom in their room.
We'll be back soon. We'll be back soon.
Esther's talking to Deborah. So I'm going to explain what this is. This is really soft, amazing yarn for making like baby blankets or baby hats. And I just started making a little hat for Caleb, and I might, get adventurous and make a matching hat for Joshua. This yarn is very special because when I knew that baby Gabriel over a year ago had no heartbeat, and I was going to the hospital to go into labor and give birth to my little one that had passed. Okay, hi, Joshie. I love you. I went to Walmart because how I grieve is I make stuff. I went to Walmart and I bought a bunch of yarn. I made him like a little hat and a little blanket. So obviously I had a ton of extra yarn because the blanket I made was this big. The hat I made was this big, because he was 16 weeks. He was just a little guy. So then after that, I was so frustrated with myself because I felt like this yarn was untouchable. Like I couldn't use it for anything. Until finally I made a unicorn with some of the white yarn. Because I had like a big thing of white yarn, a big thing of red yarn, a big thing of yellow yarn, and then this one. So now I finally feel like I'm expecting a baby, 27 weeks. I'm almost to third trimester. It's now safe to make stuff for him. So grief is a funny thing. This yarn right here, sweetheart, is blue, white, and red. So yeah, Esther's correcting me. So this morning, Esther handed me the yarn and I was like, go ahead and hand me that crochet hook too. So I do not knit, but I do crochet and I sew. And Esther's been going through, like I said, this is a storage room, some of the like extra toys that they never played with. She was going through and she was like, oh, this is good for Caleb. It's a teething ring. This is good for Caleb. It's a little rattle. I'm like, great. Whenever Esther finds like baby toys around the house, we put them into this baby gift bag to be ready for when Caleb comes. So these are some of our hand-me-down, baby toys that we have around. And she found these little dinosaurs for Joshua. These are something my kids have never played with because I bought, from the Facebook Marketplace. I spent like $10 to get like a huge bag of toys, most of them to use as props. And I went through them to see which ones were zoo animals I could use or farm animals. And then there were some leftovers. And now Joshua's into dinosaurs. So this is kind of exciting to have little dinosaurs he can play with. He's going to be excited about that. So that was sweet. She was going through the toys in the room up here, making kind of a mess. But yeah. Tanya is here. Welcome, Tanya Smith. So yeah, so I'm 27 weeks pregnant. I chose to stop taking the aspirin. So a couple things about baby aspirin. When people have a tendency to have like a lot of miscarriages or high blood pressure in pregnancy, the doctors prescribe baby aspirin. But when you're going to have a C-section, when you're going to have any type of surgery, you can't take aspirin within the week that you have surgery. So I've stopped taking aspirin because I don't know if an emergency could happen and I would have to have a C-section, and I don't want to put myself in danger of having like thinner blood from taking aspirin. Obviously, maybe it wouldn't make a big deal, but I don't feel at peace continuing to take it. And I'm going to tell my doctor that. When I was pregnant with Joshua, it was kind of the same situation. I only took the aspirin a few times and the same this time. Just a little bit to help with the blood pressure, but not going to take it extensively, not going to continue with taking the baby aspirin. It's sort of a preventive measure, but at the same time, it thins your blood and you don't want to have risks with surgery. So I'm going to talk to my doctor about that. In 1 week, I have my next doctor's appointment, which will be 28 weeks. I will be in my third trimester in 1 week. Yay. So today I'm officially 27 weeks. Caleb is probably just under 2 pounds, which is awesome. He needs to stay in there and get bigger, but he is getting big. So that's exciting. It's encouraging to me that all of his blood tests and all of his anatomy scans and everything have come back healthy. So it makes us think, that we're on the up and up, and that hopefully we have a healthy baby in January, hopefully. So my scheduled C-section is scheduled for January 9th. So hoping that I don't go into labor before 37 weeks. I had both my girls at 37 weeks and I had Joshua at like 41 and a half weeks. So if all goes as planned, Caleb will be born at 39 weeks, which is a nice, good size. Probably around 8-ish pounds, just calculating with like the sizes my babies tend to be, right?
I'm going down so I can stick on Pokemon on the board.
All right. Thank you very much, sweetheart. So yeah. So Kim Turner is here. She's putting away groceries, and Morgan is here. Welcome. Oh, Morgan said something funny. Her teacher initials are SWM, and she says it stands for Sing With Me. My teacher initials are Teacher Evelyn VU.
Blue.
Very unique. Okay, do you want to come on camera?
Yeah.
I have this beautiful blanket that Teacher Cindy
Mommy,
Bennett
I'm
made
wearing
for Caleb. Good job. You're wearing glasses?
Yes.
Very good. You want to show the bunny rabbit?
Yeah.
Rabbit. She's finding in our little storage room where I had put a bunch of extra toys in there to not have so many toys. She's finding all the treasures that we haven't seen for like 6 months or so. So got to rotate those toys, right?
Mommy, why didn't you put the puppets away?
Why didn't I put the puppets away? Because those are for you to play with downstairs if you want. When I first started with
I want
VIPKid,
you to play with them in the video.
Oh, you want me to play with them in the video?
Yeah.
So when I first started with VIPKid, I got all these finger puppets. Oh, I kind of want the panda. Can I have the panda for my classes?
Yeah, you can have all of the puppets.
Oh my goodness, so many things. I'm
All
going to
of
save the
them.
panda for my class. So,
You
yeah.
can keep all
These
of
are kind of from
Mommy. You can
early
keep,
on VIPKid.
Mommy,
Yes, my love.
you can keep all of your puppets in your classes if you want to.
Okay.
But where did the bunny go?
Where did the bunny go?
Yeah.
Under your arm.
Under my arm.
You're holding it. You're like me when I look around for my cell phone. I'm like, where's my cell phone? I need my cell phone. Where's my cell phone? Has anybody seen my cell phone? I can't find my cell phone anywhere. Help me. Call my cell phone for me. Oh, wait.
Mommy, look.
Where are my glasses? I can't find my glasses there. Where are the glasses? I can't find them anywhere. Because you had the bunny under your arm. You're like, where's the bunny? Oh, this is what I would look like if I had glasses.
Wow.
Very nice.
You can wear them. You can wear the glasses in your classes.
Oh, I can wear the glasses in my classes. I will look more intelligent, I think. Okay, Kelly Tag said, oh, LOL. I'm behind on the times and never do that, so it didn't even occur to me. Do what? I'm...
Boo.
Okay. Oh, the grocery store. You order... Oh, okay, you guys are talking about ordering groceries and when they deliver it. Yes.
Boo.
That's very cool.
Mommy, boo.
I tend to go to the grocery store because I sometimes get WIC groceries, which you have to use like your WIC card. So we get like milk and eggs and cheese and cereal for free. Thank you, government. So, but that helps because that way we don't have to pay for those items and we just pay for the other items we need, right? And if we want chocolate cereal, right? Got to pay for that one. So they only have like healthy cereal.
Stomp.
Are you stomping that dinosaur? What color is that dinosaur?
Purple.
Purple. Very good. So, VIPKid.
Mommy.
My bookings for Friday and Saturday are looking awesome.
Green dinosaur.
Yep, that's a green dinosaur and a brown dinosaur.
Wow.
So.
I'm gonna go turn up the new bed again.
Very good. Yeah, we used to have food stamps before I worked for VIPKid, but
show your students
we're thankful you have to really almost make nothing to get food stamps in Kansas. So we were so behind on our bills. We were so beyond broke when we only got $90 a month for food stamps, which we're thankful. That seemed like a lot at that time. Now it seems like, wow, I'm so glad we have money for groceries. But praise God, my husband got hired yesterday. He's going to be working for Sprint. So excited for that. He used to work for Sprint for 14 months when Esther was a baby. So he reapplied and got hired. So praise God for that. Looking forward to having a second paycheck coming into the house. And then some of my income, I need to start saving up because Esther's going to private school next year. So I need to start saving up for that. Not full-time private school, but Tuesday and Thursday. So we are going to apply for financial aid, but I'm sure we'll still have to pay some. But yeah,
I give Deborah
Very
the
good. We
phone.
have a new person in the chat box, and I don't know how to pronounce your name. But let us know. Do you teach VIP Kid? Are you a mama? How are you? Yeah. Yes, Classical Academy. Is that what that's called? I love the idea of sending her to school Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if we have enough coming in, enough cash flow, I would love for Deborah to go to daycare, preschool at the same building, separate school, just Tuesdays and Thursdays, because that preschool allows kids to come just Tuesday and Thursday because so many of them are younger siblings of the kids that go to the classical Christian school. So I'm excited to homeschool Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and maybe have some one-on-one time with one-on-two time with my two little boys. I have a 2-year-old Joshua, and he'll be 3 next year. And I have a newborn coming on the way. And so spend some time with my boys, right, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then homeschool Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I'm hoping to get connected with other moms, through the Christian school, and maybe like organize some field trips for the zoo and all that stuff. So looking forward to it. But obviously I have to recover from a C-section and all that. I also need to save up because when I have a newborn, I'm not going to be able to teach VIP Kid for probably a month or 2 and then need to teach less. Oh, you're finding the pieces to the puzzle. Oh, 7, 8, and 3. Thank you.
And 6 too.
And 6. If you find all the pieces to this puzzle, then we can give it to Joshua to play with. And if we only find a few pieces of the puzzle, we can still play with it with Joshua, actually. So Joshua, he's my late talker. He's 2, and we started speech therapy. We're kind of at the beginning stages where it's kind of just observation and suggestions, and she's going to bring a couple of things to help him learn to form sentences. But I made it my goal to work on his colors, and now he knows the colors yellow and orange, so that's great. So that's 2 colors. He recognizes all of the letters and sings them, and he counts in English and Spanish. So I feel like he's doing well, but the kinds of goals I want to set is so that he can tell me, like, if he's hurting, he can tell me if it's his tummy or his ear or his nose, or like, what's hurting? Why are you crying? Tell me. Or if he's hungry, I want him to use his words instead of just handing me an empty plate. He's communicating. He's smart. He knows he's communicating with me, but I want him to choose to use words rather than finding like an empty cup if he wants juice or water. And I want him to initiate the talking. He's getting better at it. He does a lot of baby babble, and that's great. That's some of the first steps of learning to talk and everything, just figuring out how your mouth works. And he says mommy and daddy a lot, like all day long. He'll be like, mommy, 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 apple, mommy, apple. And I'm like, you want to eat an apple? And it turns out, no, he wants the phonics song on his tablet. That's A's for apple. So learning how he talks, he calls popsicles ha-hos. He calls dinosaurs didors. And those are some of those sweet things that when he gets bigger, I'm going to miss him saying didor and ha-ho, So anyway, it's sweet that he's learning how to talk. So yeah. And Esther is learning how to spell. I made 21 note cards, and we've been practicing on learning how to read simple words. And she practices how to write and learning to color and everything. She's an artist. So yeah, and Deborah, she is 3 and a half.
I'm a princess.
So
Mommy,
Deborah's kind of starting to learn,
Mommy,
animal names in Spanish and stuff. You are a princess. You want to show? This is actually my crown I wore that at my wedding. Yeah, but it's rusty because it was from Walmart and super cheap. So if you break it, I will not be too sad. And you have a pink ring. I like it. It's plastic. You're finding all the treasures in that storage room.
Yeah, so. But the
Princess Esther.
Princess treasures, not the toy treasure.
Yes. So, VIP Kid, I was going to say my bookings are looking great for Friday and Saturday. So if you are hurting for bookings or in need of more money, maybe open some more time slots for Friday and Saturday morning and night, because they seem to be booking really well, at least for me. So just a tip, if you are desperate for bookings, open some more Friday and Saturday night. What I do is I open like 5 bookings, and then once I get 4, I'll sometimes close one and be like 4 is good enough. But all 5 booked both nights, so I'm going to be teaching 5, which is great because we need that. We need the money, and my husband will be home to watch the kids during that time. So when he has jobs that he works at night, I tend to only teach like 1 or 2 classes max, because my kids tend to need me if daddy's not home, right? So anyway, so yeah. So how are you all doing? Morgan's going to read the Bible. That's awesome. I'm going to see you later, Morgan. I think I'm going to get a study Bible for myself for Christmas, or my husband get it for me. We have a joint checking account, so it's kind of the same thing. But we have to have extra money by then. So yeah. But I lost my bilingual Bible like 6 months ago, and I haven't been able to find it. So anyway.
Mommy, this is good for
I have the Bible on my phone.
This is good for the Peppa Pig house you said for Christmas.
I'm not getting you a house for Christmas, but you might get a bunch of Peppa Pig toys. We'll see. I don't know.
It's a Peppa Pig playhouse.
No.
I saw Peppa Pig. Look.
That's not a house. Stop looking at your Christmas toys. Why are you in my office? I make funny faces at my kids all the time. So yeah, I don't have that much to talk about. Pregnancy symptoms. Okay, so
I'm going to build some Legos.
Sunday morning, I went to church in tennis shoes. It was cold, so I had to wear tennis shoes, and my feet were throbbing because my ankles and feet are still swollen. My ankles are like really swollen all the time. It's just a constant thing. No matter how much water I drink, no matter how much I elevate or lay down or whatever, it's just a pregnancy thing. So I as soon as I got home, put the flip-flops back on. I just can't squeeze into tennis shoes. So I'm that weird person at the grocery store that has a sweater and sweatpants and like flip-flops, because that is what we're dealing with here. I'm like, oh, maybe I should get some toe socks to keep my feet warm. And I'm like, yeah, toe socks are not going to fit on my feet. So that idea lasted 5 seconds. But yeah. So yeah, my feet super swollen. If you guys remember the arch support shoes, I tried when we were really desperate for money. I tried going to Walmart and returning them, and they told me, nope, you bought these online and it was connected with the third party, so you have to call about it. And I hate making phone calls for returns. I have no problem doing it in the store. I hate bothering people on the phone.
I'm building with blocks, Mommy.
Okay. It's my generation is like that. We don't like phone calls and bothering people and all that. So anyway, not everyone from my generation. My husband loves bugging people and getting discounts on the phone. So I gave him that job. He called in and he was like, okay, they're going to return the money. We just have to mail it back. Do you have the shoe box? And I'm like, it got thrown away. And so then he contacted them and they said, we're going to return your money and you don't have to return the shoes. So we didn't have to return the shoes and they gave us a refund. So that was like a double blessing. So I will have my arch support shoes for the future when I don't have blown up feet. And we got the money back. So that was like huge gift from God. So that was like, wow, unexpected blessing. And it came at a time when so we had enough money in the bank to pay the mortgage. And so we didn't want to be late on our mortgage, so we paid the mortgage with a check. And then
And building with
one of our automatic withdrawal bills went through. I think it was the light bill. And so then we had negative like 100 something. And then that $50 from the shoes went through. So we had just like negative 80. So then I got paid and we fixed that. We're not in the hole anymore. But I hate having negative in the bank because then I love sarcastically, love how the bank, when you have negative money, they're like, oh, because you overdrew or whatever, we're going to charge you an extra $35 because you're obviously rich and can pay $35 extra, right? Because like, obviously we're struggling. Why are you going to charge us another $35? Thanks, bank. Don't like that. So anyway, looking forward to not being in this financial situation again. So super thankful for this job. Thankful for weekly pay. Thankful for bookings. Everything. So to help other fellow teachers out, I made a video yesterday, I believe, just brainstorming ideas for fellow veteran teachers, how to improve bookings. So if you are a veteran teacher and you need help with bookings, check that out. If you're not a veteran teacher, it still has good suggestions in it. So yeah. So Kim said, I used to wear toe socks in the winter with flip-flops because the old people at my church fussed at me for not wearing socks. I love that. I think my toes are even too swollen for toe socks right now. And Kim said, I've done the same before. Being negative at the bank, you can get rid of overdraft protection. I did so, no extra fees. Interesting. So yeah, and Kelly said, you saw my video and you said, great suggestions. My friend teacher Candy said, you can get overdraft fees taken off. That's interesting. You can get up to 2 per year forgiven. Interesting. You were a banker. That's really interesting. Can we get it taken off even if we already like put money in the bank and so it's kind of paid? So that's interesting. We could maybe go and ask. I see. I grew up with a mom who always got discounts because she complained and bothered and everything. And so it was so embarrassing for me. So now it's hard for me to complain and get discounts, but my husband's all about that, loves that. Oh my goodness, the fish is eating the owl. Ah. That's so crazy. I've never seen a fish eat an owl before.
We can have it for swimming with Daddy.
Baby, that baby voice is not your real voice, honey. When I was her age, my dad would always say, don't use a baby voice. And I didn't even notice I was using it. And now I understand. It is a little obnoxious sometimes. It says, call your bank about the overdraft fee. Get it forgiven. They refund it to you. Okay, well, you don't have to complain or be mean or anything. Yeah, my mother would scream and yell at people over a coupon and like yell at them until they like wish they were never born. Or like if they forgot like onions on her hamburger, she would just like make people feel really bad. And it was super embarrassing. Just like, that's not my personality. But I need to have a backbone and stand up for myself when there is, and be polite about it. So yeah, I have done that on occasion, but yeah. So Candy said, in fact, just call and be like, I made an accounting error due to an automatic draft because of a bill, and they will just take it off. I'm going to talk to my husband, and he is going to be thrilled to make that phone call for me. It is a joint account, so he can call about it. Okay, I will tell him that. Thanks for that heads up. You guys are the best. You guys are my friends. So I'm so thankful to those of you who put money together and got me some gifts for, or sent gifts for baby Caleb. And it's so awesome. I have like a huge box of size 1 diapers and a little package of newborn diapers and a little package of size 2 diapers. And I've got clothes for him. And, you know, I think I'm going to talk to the parents as teachers lady and see about a car seat, because my kids, all 3 of them, have gotten free car seats from from their program. So I'm going to see if baby Caleb can get a free car seat too. If not, I do have a car seat. I just don't know when it expires. So I need to look at the expiration date.
Mommy, have a blue car seat on the top bunk bed.
You're exactly right. There's a blue, that's the blue car seat I'm talking about. I have to check if it expired or not because it's like 2.5 years old. Sometimes the car seats, like it depends on when they're manufactured. So yeah, it's weird that car seats can expire, but it's all about, 5-year on car seat expiration. But is it 5 years from when you bought it? I'll have to check it. But that car seat is one that you install in your car. It's not one that you can like lift up and carry. And, you know, to leave the hospital, sometimes they require that you have like one that has a handle that you can carry out of the hospital because they have to like check your baby and see that they're properly in their car seat before you go to the car or whatever. So anyway, we're going to figure all that out. We've got a little bit of time. But yeah. So yeah, from the manufacture date. So 5 years on the car seat expirations. Okay. So I have to figure all that out. Also on our van was in a fender bender. So when we have a little extra money, we need to replace the front of our van that is being held on by a bungee cord right now. But my husband installed the bungee cord really well. So I've driven on the highway a couple times to go to doctor's appointments and church, and it has held, but I am not looking forward to if it chooses not to hold. So we need to get front bumper properly installed on our van. And another goal I have before Caleb comes is to teach Deborah how to do her own seatbelt so she can seatbelt herself, and teach Esther how to do it a little bit better, like untwist it if it gets twisted, so that
I know how to untwist it.
Oh, super smart. So that they can go to the back row and do their own seatbelts, because it's really hard to reach over and do that for them. And then also, like the sliding doors on the two sides, it only works on one side. So I want to get it fixed on the other side so that I can like put Caleb in and then go to the other side and put Joshy in, and not have to be like reaching over seats when I'm recovering from a cesarean and all of that, and getting ready to take the girls to school or whatever. So I have a few goals and things I need to fix and things in mind to get ready for Caleb's arrival. But for the most part, we're getting there. We're getting there little by little. Kids buckling themselves in is a game changer. Yeah. But we have to make sure they buckle it correctly and have have it up at the right spot. So just teaching them. Deborah's almost 4. So that's really good because in my family, at least, I've noticed that 4-year-olds are really good helpers. Just recently, Deborah started becoming a really good helper as far as, can you throw this in the trash for mommy? Can you go get me those shoes? Because before she would get confused as to what we were talking about and be like, no, I'm not going to do that. But now I'll ask Esther to do something and Deborah will go do it before Esther does. And I'm like, whoa, girl, you're smart. So I'm starting to teach my girls how to bake. I've made one video about them baking and that was sweet. So anyway, Esther, can you plug that in for me, the white cord?
Sure.
Thank you.
Why?
Because I just realized my extension cord. Oh, okay. So my light is not out of light. I looked at my computer and I'm like, oh, it's not plugged in. And then I looked over when Esther was moving this chair over, she unplugged the extension cord. So I don't have to replace that light bulb. So yay. That's exciting.
Mommy,
anyway.
I'm making a play.
Marianne, you got paid today. Do you have monthly pay? You're playing with Legos?
Look what I built.
You got paid today. Marianne, do you? Yes, my
Look
love.
what I built.
You're building with Legos? Oh, wow. That's amazing. Good job, sweetheart. Marianne, before you go. Oh, Marianne and Kim got paid. Do you guys have bi-weekly, weekly, monthly? What kind of pay you guys got? Don't you love my grammar? I teach English online. I have great grammar. I got paid today and immediately paid my credit card bills. Yes. Okay, so the bi-monthly or the bi-weekly. Okay, Marianne is weekly pay and bi-weekly for you. Okay, so I'm going to the ATM today to see if I got paid.
I have to go get some more Legos. Mommy, do you have some more Legos? Are we going to get more Legos for Christmas, I think?
You would like some Legos for Christmas?
Yeah.
We will see.
Okay.
I'm not going to make promises before I have the money to buy them, but we will see.
Okay.
I was thinking about getting Legos or blocks because Joshy really likes Legos and blocks, and so do you guys. So that's another thing.
You had to get Minnie Mouse Legos for me and Deborah, and maybe car blocks for Joshua.
That sounds expensive, so we'll have to see about that. I'm not going to make any promises, okay?
Okay.
We'll see. Legos is something that Legos and Play-Doh and bubbles are things that I love it when kids play with them. But as a mom, I don't like them eating the Play-Doh. I don't like them spilling the bubbles, and I don't like stepping on Legos. So just like designating a play area in the house where they can make messes and be crazy, and I don't have to worry about stepping on Legos in the living room or the hallway, right? Figuring all that out. So yeah, and you can make Play-Doh. You're right, Teacher Candy. You can. We're actually probably going to make ornaments out of salt dough clay. You have, Kim said, I have Lego pieces all over the floor, even though we have a Lego table. I have a little Lego table. I just don't have Legos for it. We currently have a dollhouse on that table, and it's outside. But when we do have Legos, we will use that little Lego table. It's a little one, but yeah. I love the idea of Lego table, but yeah. I don't love the idea of stepping on Barbie shoes or Legos walking through the house barefoot in the middle of the night. It's not fun. I don't know if you've ever stepped on Legos barefoot, but it's not the best. But I love the creativity of building and everything. Joshua loves building with Legos. So do the girls. But yeah. Very good. Kim said it was your son's table and kind of took over it.
I'm playing it with goes in here when I'm done with.
Oh my goodness, that is such a good idea. Thank you for cleaning up that big mess.
Well, I am playing with them right now when I'm done cleaning with
That's
them.
another thing Joshua knows how to say. He knows how to say a mess. So if he's in the living room making a mess and I walk in the room and I put my hands on my hips and I look at him, he goes, a mess. Like so angelic and innocent, like he wasn't the tornado making that mess. But yeah, Kelly said, my daughter got a really bad cut one time that pierced her foot and made her limp for a few days. That was from a Lego. See, that's why I'm gonna get my kids the bigger Legos so it's not a choking hazard, because obviously Caleb is gonna be little, and you're supposed to be like 3 and older to do you're right, yeah. To not have choking hazards. So the bigger Legos are not a choking hazard, so I'm gonna get those ones, and they're also not as painful to step on. Teacher Candy said kinesthetic play is great for development. Yes. What we do is we go to the mall and we go to the Lego store, and the Lego store has a Lego table that they can play at. So we go and play with it there. And our doctor's office, like the pediatrician's office, has like a play kitchen and stuff. So we kind of like go different places to play with cool toys.
I am putting the Legos away now.
You are? Thank you, my love. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know that much else to talk about. I think we're going to get going soon, but yeah, I take my kids to the Children's Museum. The Children's Museum is so awesome. They have a Lego room. And they have a room where they can play doctor with baby dolls. And on the other side of the wall, they can pretend like they're a veterinarian. They have like all, all of the like stethoscopes and everything. They can even like do a play x-ray and stuff. So they also have like a play farm and then a play grocery store, and they have a water room. They have a gym with a like little rock wall. So it's like $70 for the full year for my kids. So I got it last October, so it's going to expire October 31st. But I heard that if you have like WIC or Medicaid or anything, you can get like a half off discount, and like you can even apply to maybe get a free membership. So I'm going to look into that because obviously I don't have an extra like $70 laying around, but we need to go to the museum,
Mommy,
take advantage of it.
The Lego box in here.
Oh my goodness, you are so smart. Hi, sweetheart.
Legos.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell my brother and sister I have Legos.
Oh, very good. All right. So I think we're going to get going and go have some breakfast, and we might go to the Children's Museum maybe today or tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah. All right. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye-bye. Take care. Have a lovely day.
I'm not your daddy.